everybody and welcome to Kapowtoys. I'm your host Ben, and in today's video we are looking at one of the latest offerings from Mastermind Creations. This is their take on the IDW Overlord, and they've aptly called him Carnifex. Officially this is a pre-production sample, but it looks and feels like a finished product. To showcase this guy's size, here we have the Hasbro Voyager Springer and Deluxe Cup. This is a nigh on perfect scale, an amazing representation of how he's depicted in the comics. With a face only a mother could love, the sculpt on this is incredible. Even to the point where we can actually see skeletal work inside the eye sockets. Now the shield section that's included is more of a G1 toy inspired accessory, so we can just unplug that. There's a small black tab which comes included that just tabs into the arm and tabs into the underside ports. Now these ports are available on both arms. Overlord, as I shall be calling him, does also come with two very menacing swords, and they have the tab feature much the same as we get with a standard Masterpiece figure. Now the difference between this and a standard Masterpiece connection is that the hands themselves actually have a shallow groove which just aids in sliding that sword into place and gives us a much more natural pose when we wrap the fingers up and around the hilt. Now this guy does look good with swords. Along with his mighty blades, he also comes with a very nice gun. The gun has a rotating section so we can choose how we have the gun displayed. We also have these tab sections which secure this base. We can flip those up and lock those into place at the top, giving it a much more stylized look. Again, these guns are attached in either hand using that sunken peg. Although this guy is obviously modelled after the IDW representation, they haven't let the G1 purists amongst us down. He does have opening flaps on his chest. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any breast companions though. He does have guns that come from his abdomen, and opening up this side hatch, and there we go, we do again have more firepower. Now let's take a look at his articulation. The head can look up and down. The neck can move independently to the head, so we can get a fair bit of range there. We can get some nice tilt sideways. We can get a full rotation coming around to the shoulders. We have this section here. The actual shoulder pads themselves are completely independent to the shoulders, which is a good thing, because that allows us to get the shoulders up and down and bring them all the way up and over on a very tight, soft ratchet. We do have an upper bicep rotation. This can come down and tilt. We do only get a single joint at the elbow. That's probably one of the biggest disappointments with this figure. I would have liked a double jointed elbow just because of his size. I mean, you get the illusion of a double jointed elbow because we can bend the arm up and then drop the shoulder section down, so it does look like it's bending more than what it actually is. But I would have liked a double joint in there nonetheless. The hands can rotate, they can go up and down at the wrists, as well as having not one, not two, but 3 points of articulation on each finger, and a ball mounted thumb again with 3 points of articulation. Would have liked ball mounted fingers as opposed to pinned, which will allow us to spread the fingers a little bit more. Got a really nice upper torso crunch. The waist does rotate. We do have some slight clearance issues here with the backpack section. The legs can come this far forwards, they can come this far back, again on a very nice ratchet. The hip skirts do move out of the way so we can get a nice motion upwards. Listen to that, that's incredibly nice. And we do get a very deep bend at the knee. The feet, we have up and down on the toes, up and down on the heel, and we also get some sideways pivoting action. Now there may be other combinations we can do with the sword, shield and gun, but unfortunately being a pre-production we do not get any instructions, so we are pretty much playing this by ear. Now to get your Overlord transformed up, you want to come back to your gun, you want to flip this section up, flip this section up. That now allows this section here to move. As we bring this down, this section here can extend, bring this up. We can then bring this section here up, and this is all going to form the front of the tank. Grab your Overlord's thigh and just give it a little wiggle, and it untabs from the socket. You want to undo this top section, come around to the side section and untab this, straighten up the leg, and then bring this section round. The clearance is minimal, but it will go in there nicely. Bring this section back over, tab that in. Bring this green section up, over and round, and then tab that into place. Come to the feet, bring that up, and tab those together, and bring these sections over. Now this is going to form one side of the tank, the gun is going to go in the center, and the other leg is going to form the other side. Now the gun attaches to each side of the tank by this circular peg at the top and the blue tab section on the side of the turret. And finally you can secure them together just by pressing them. And there we have the tank section. For the jet mode, bend the thumb down, rotate the hand around so it's facing downwards, open up the wrist section, and then we can just place the hand inside there and then close that off. Grab his head, rotate it around, and just flip that back like so. You want to come around to the shoulders, and these sections are actually hinged, so you can move those out of the way. Slide this backpack section down. You know it's slid down far enough when you can see that it's clear of this section here, and then these bits here are actually hinged. So you want to open this section up, you want to extend this section up and up like so, and join this together, bring that down so it's out of the way, pop this white section up, bring that down, and that's going to tab in on either side, and that just fills this void at the top there. Move this shoulder pad section up and out of the way, move the arm upwards, and you want to make sure that you have the joint around this, then this arm like this. You can then rotate these wing sections around. Grab this shoulder section, you want to twist it up and around. That's going to slide back, and this covers off this wing section. Now there may be a correct transformation for this. That's kind of me muddling my way through it. I think that's how it goes. You want to bring in your shield section and just open it up. This section here is going to slide in between the two. You can then clip these back together. They join together here and here. You can then tab the white section into the base here, and again at the top here, and again just behind this section here, the white tab also tabs in to those thighs. The cockpit section now just fits in using these tabs here. They tab in at the front and again at the top of the shoulders. I'm not gonna lie to you, this isn't overly fun. You're pretty much tabbing everything in blind. And then get your swords, and there's this tab section here that's going to slide into that gap. That's going to secure into place there, and then that again is going to just tab in nicely on the nose cone. Right, there we have the jet and tank mode. They're pretty nice, they're a good size. I like the fact that the tank treads can move, that's always a nice sign. Nice load of detailing on there. It's just a big, huge chunk of a tank. And as for the jet mode, I don't think I've got these wings sorted properly, but hey, we'll guesstimate our way through it. It looks nice, it's sleek, it's got a fair bit of heft to it. The cockpit section does open up if we just flip that up. Okay, there's no seat in there, but I don't care. It does look nice, it's very reminiscent of its G1 counterpart. Now there are different variations as well. We can join the tank to the jet by taking the tank section apart, and you want to see these two tabs here and this little small tab here, which is a nightmare to get out. You want to come around to the side of the wing, you want to fold up this wing section exactly the same way as we unfolded it and tab it back inside here. You then got these points here which just unfold. And basically you've got these two tabs here, they're going to slide in here, and this tab is going to slide in behind here into this section, and these two are going to slide into here like that. But to be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan. I like the two separated modes, and I really like the bot mode. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is Overlord in the form of Carnifex. What are your thoughts? I personally like how he looks, I like how he feels. He's a very professional finish. I don't like the fact we didn't get instructions, but that, unfortunately, is the downside to getting these products early. We've just sat here at Kapow Central scratching our heads trying to figure out how on earth we can transform him. In my personal opinion, I think it's probably one of the very best non-masterpiece figures that Mastermind Creations have done. I am a fan of their work. They do appear to be getting better and better, and their plastic quality is pretty much second to none. They are definitely up there in terms of top third-party companies when it comes to production quality. Really love how this guy stands. The posture is good. I love the fact we get that really nice ab joint on there. The detailing is off the chart. He is literally ripped from the IDW comics. I personally am a huge fan of this. It's a big hit around Kapow Towers. We all absolutely loved playing around with this guy. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to the Kapow channel. And from myself and the rest of the Kapow team, thanks for watching. Goodbye.